Yeah, it's our tribe will prevail. Let's not try to fall into that fallacy. All right, so we're going to go into detail again on some of those biases that we were speaking of to better understand the ones that really affect us in everyday life. This podcast today is for the betterment of ourselves so that we could think about these biases and try to get them to not intervene in our rationality in the future. Okay, confirmation bias once again. We love to agree with people who agree with us. It's why we only visit websites to express our political opinions and why we mostly hang around people who hold similar views and tastes. We tend to be put off by individuals, groups, and news sources that make us feel uncomfortable or insecure about our views. So what is this telling us? Confirmation bias tells us that we like to stick to what we like. If they don't like something, they automatically become an enemy. Somewhat. They don't have to always. But somewhat they start piling on this negative marked space in our brain. Let's try to avoid that. Just because someone doesn't have the same opinion as you, or someone has different interests or hobbies, it doesn't mean that they're a bad person.
As long as they don't degrade what you like or what you stand for.
True.
If they're leaving you alone, you can leave them alone.
True.
Basically.
True. You can be friends.
Yeah.
Make it work. Next one. Ingrid Bias. Somewhat similar to the confirmation bias is the Ingrid Bias, a manifestation of innate tribalistic tendencies. And strangely, much of this effect may have been done with oxytocin.
Of course. That old thing.
The oxytocin?
I don't know what that is.
Oh my goodness. The so-called love molecule.
Ooh.
This neurotransmitter, while helping us to forge tighter bonds with people in our group, performs the exact opposite function for those on the outside. It makes us suspicious, fearful, and even disdainful of others. Oh, so it's basically the same thing. It creates hate for people who don't hold similar interests or are not in our group of friends, socialites.
Yeah, like a thought bubble.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's kind of like a weird survivor instinct.
Yeah.
For to prevent outsiders or whatever, invaders.
Yeah, it's our tribe will prevail. Let's not try to fall into that fallacy. Next one. Post-purchase rationalization. I don't think you're victim to this. I may be victim to this.
Oh, rationalizing your splurges?
Yes. Remember that time you bought something totally unnecessary, faulty, or overly expensive, and then you rationalize the purchase to such an extent that you convince yourself it was a great idea all along? What's the word for when you do something on instinct? What's the word for it? Okay. Yeah.
No, I have those too.
What?
I splurge on things and I'm always
Animal Crossing?
Yes. Anyway.
Dang, okay.
I justify via saying I'm getting an experience out of it. Which is such
because you pay for
BS.
Vacations.
No, not vacation, trips.
Trips.
I don't do vacations very well, but I as I get older, I crave vacation.
Crave vacations.
I've never done that really well. I've never been good at vacationing.
You should take one. You've been working. I think for workaholics like you, it may be difficult and even create more anxiety if you were to log off completely.
Yeah, because I get so scared that I'm being yelled at and I can't even see what I'm being yelled at for.
I feel like fear of being yelled at is a running theme in your life.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on.
My giggle.
Neglecting probability. Very few of us have a problem getting into a car and going for a drive, but many of us experience great trepidation about stepping inside an airplane and flying at 35,000 feet. Flying is unnatural, yes. Is it hazardous? Yes. But our brains won't release us from this crystal clear logic. Statistically, we have a 1 in 84 chance of dying in a vehicular accident as compared to a 1 in 5,000 chance of dying in a plane crash. Yeah. So technically, this is how my friends were trying to convince me to go skydiving, which I said I kind of wanted to do, but then I went to America and I kind of backed out. Was it because I was scared? No. Was it because I was on tour and I had to fill my duties? Yes. So,
okay.
So what they said was you have a better percentage chance of dying in a car crash than of skydiving. And I said,
You're ridiculous. Goodbye.
Okay.
For those who aren't watching, Jay just wagged his finger across back and forth in a slow motion.
Yes.
Wag, wag, neglecting probability.
Wag, wag.
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 Oh, there's a lot.
Snatch my wag.
Ladies and gentlemen, did you enjoy that content? If you did, there is more. Please download the full podcast on Spotify as well as Apple Podcasts. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Dive Studios. Don't forget to turn notifications on to hear and see all your favorite clips as fast as possible.